Set. And background. Action, Blake. June.
I promise you, you have absolutely nothing to be scared of, okay? I've done this surgery so many times, all right? All you gotta do is close your eyes and you're gonna be great, all right? Bye, Emily. I'll see you later.
Hi, I'm so sorry.
Wait, what are you...
No, I just,
Is everything okay?
Yeah, you forgot this.
Wait, what? No, babe, this isn't mine.
I know, I happen to love you, too.
Hey, besties. Okay, what was that? Because that was literally the kiss heard across the entire internet. The kiss between Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively, the one everyone is freaking out about. And guess what? That moment was not in the script at all. So the big question becomes, who actually leaned in first? Was Justin the one who kissed Blake? Or did Blake decide to kiss Justin? Yeah, turns out it was Blake who went for it. Interesting, right? Remember in her lawsuit, Blake said that during a dancing scene, Justin supposedly kissed her on the forehead, brushed her shoulder or neck, and made a comment about how amazing she smelled? Well, keep that in mind. Because in Justin's original complaint, the one Judge Lyman tossed out, he explained that it was actually Blake who initiated improvisation when it came to intimate moments. And because he's a trained actor, he handled it professionally and adapted in the moment. He didn't take it personally or think she was crossing a line. He just worked with it because that's literally part of acting. Anyone who has done theater knows that improv can slip into a scene sometimes. But here's the thing. Kisses are almost always written into the script. They're planned. They're choreographed. They're not spontaneous accidents. And in Justin's legal response to her lawsuit, specifically in the summary judgment filings, his attorney submitted a declaration confirming that this kiss was not scripted. If you watch the finished movie, the scene isn't even there. They cut that entire moment out. They ended up reshooting that same emotional exchange at Lily and Raul's apartment instead. She delivers the same line in the Res Hot version, but she does not kiss him, and of course the setting is totally different. So yes, the hospital scene was removed, filmed again, and adjusted. But the part that matters here is simple. The intimate moment wasn't initiated by Justin. It was Blake going off script. And this is just one example Justin's legal team has been showing the court to illustrate that the behavior Blake accused Justin of was actually behavior she herself was doing. Another issue, the whole Justin called Blake's sexy claim. One of the clips that was released comes from the bar scene. You know, the one where they're all wearing onesies. Blake said she was mortified because he allegedly commented on her looking sexy. Well, I'm going to show you that clip, and then I'm going to show you another clip where Blake herself is lying on the floor telling a group of men how sexy her shoes are. So keep that in mind as we walk through this. Thank you so much. Ready, everybody? We really should go, please. So again, who's watching everything over here? A wall comes in, right? So please make sure nobody is standing right in the spot, okay? All right. Someone left it up. Toothpick, please. Vim, do you have a toothpick? Yeah, right here. Thank you. Whatever you're doing, you're always doing that phantom chatting, right? You're always saying something to each other about the game. I'm going over there. Thank you. All right, we should go. Oh, really? Looks good for you. That scene. That exact scene. You guys, that is the scene that will absolutely go to a jury if this ever makes it to trial. This is the scene Blake and Miss Jenny claim included comments about her outfit looking sexy. And honestly, it's not even what he said. The audio is tough, so you might need to go back and replay it to catch all of it. But if you've seen the movie, then you already know what's happening there. It's the bar scene where they're all hanging out, wearing their onesies because apparently in Boston, if you show up to bars dressed like that, you get cheaper drinks or free drinks or something wild like that. And yes, they're all in onesies. But the bar is tiny, it's crowded, and it's really warm inside. You can also see Jenny's outfit underneath isn't as covered up as everyone else's. And Justin is clearly concerned because it's hot and she's going to get warmer, and he wants her to look consistent with the group. He's saying things like, "But we're all wearing our onesies, right?" And then, I think it'll be hot. Then he spots that Blake has something stuck in her teeth. And once he notices that there's food there, he asks someone nearby to grab her a toothpick. Now, there is absolutely nothing rude about that at all. Honestly, if you're directing a movie and you realize your lead actress has, I don't know, a piece of salad or something green wedged in her teeth in 4K, you're going to see that crystal clear on camera. No director wants their main actress filmed with food jammed in her smile. You're helping them, not insulting them. Blake gets the toothpick, works at it for a minute, finally gets the food out, and then shoots him this icy death glare. I genuinely don't think she was upset about the comment regarding the outfit at all. I think she was embarrassed that he noticed the thing in her teeth, and she got self-conscious, and then, instead of admitting the embarrassment, she inflated it into something bigger and decided, "No, I'm not going to make this about the food in my teeth. That makes me look silly. I'm going to say he called me sexy. And honestly, as a director trying to film a scene and shape the creative vision, he absolutely has the right to look at the wardrobe choices for his actors. That's part of the job. But this moment also reveals something about the power dynamic here. Even as he questions the wardrobe for that part of the movie, she doesn't change a single thing she's wearing. She doesn't unzip the onesie. She doesn't adjust anything. She keeps the exact same outfit. So who's actually in control there? He can give feedback, sure, but nothing shifts. Nothing at all. Blake was annoyed because she felt embarrassed. Justin mentioning the food in her teeth humiliated her for a second, and that's what triggered her attitude. And Jenny, on the other hand, doesn't even look remotely upset. This is why I think Blake planted ideas in people's heads. Because if a jury watches that footage, it does not look like sexual harassment. It looks like a director doing his job. If I had food in my teeth, I would be mortified too, but I'd be more mortified if the camera captured it and it ended up in the movie. He was actually protecting her from looking foolish. It's honestly ridiculous. Now, the next clip shows Blake sitting on the floor, showing off her boots, and calling them sexy. Can I just do a chair right there? Close this. I know it seems so ridiculous. I don't think it's another problem. The reason they're so sexy is because it's just like naked foot, like, there's no bone. It's actually really, can I just chair right there? I know it seems so ridiculous. I don't think, another problem. The reason they're so sexy is because it's just like naked foot, like Cinderella, but there's no phone. It's actually really, she's literally sitting on the floor, surrounded by a group of guys, showing off these insanely expensive boots, about $2,000. These are the exact boots she wore in Lily's birthday scene. The same boots everyone talks about when she and Ryle are in the bedroom, and it's their first intimate moment. Those boots. Apparently, she wears them constantly throughout filming. And she's there saying, "You know what makes them so sexy? It's because you can see the silhouette of my foot," basically explaining that the shoe has no support underneath, so the arch of her foot is visible, and because there's barely anything under her, it leaves her foot in this uncomfortable position. Toes on the ground, heel lifted, which apparently makes the arch look really defined. So she's practically telling all these guys on set that her boots make her feet look super sexy, even though they hurt. She's telling random men on the crew, "Do you know why my foot is so sexy? This is what makes this boot so sexy." Like, okay, do you know how often Blake Lively is called sexy in headlines? How often the press describes her fashion as sexy? Do you know how many times that exact word is used to describe an outfit a woman is wearing, whether it's at an event, walking down the street, or promoting a film? If that word alone qualified as harassment, we wouldn't be able to read half the articles written about her. So if Justin says she looks hot, or that the outfit might make her hot, suddenly that's sexual harassment, but it's completely fine for Blake to sit on the floor surrounded by men talking about how sexy her own boots and feet look? This is the kind of inconsistency they'll have to show a jury. And remember, part of proving sexual harassment involves considering whether the person complaining is also participating in the same type of behavior. If she's openly initiating conversations about what's sexy, demonstrating that this kind of language is normal and acceptable to her, then how can she argue that others using that same word toward her is harassment? If she sets the tone, how is it wrong for someone else to follow the tone she set? I've honestly never seen someone this entitled. And then, during his deposition, Michael Gotadl, acting like he had completely lost his mind, aggressively grilled Justin Baldoni about hugging. Hugging. As if hugging is the most scandalous, sexually charged thing on planet Earth. He asked, "How many times would you estimate that you hug Miss Lively on set? Not outside of work, not in a personal setting, strictly on set, in a workplace environment." Justin tries to clarify. "I'm so sorry, are these hugs that I initiated, or hugs that I received from her?" And Michael says, "You can characterize it however you like." Justin says he just wants his testimony to be as accurate as possible. And Gotado replies, "Okay." Then Justin asks about the hugging, saying that was his question. That was the thing he was asking about. Which one? And Gotado tells him, "You can include the hugs you think you initiated and the hugs you believe Miss Lively initiated." His attorney objects, saying he's lumping everything together. Gotado shrugs and says, "Fine. Give us your best estimate." And honestly, who wants to bet these questions were really asked for Ryan Reynolds, because he probably wants to know how many times his wife pressed up on Justin in a hug. Maybe when they arrived and when they left. So honestly, at the most, again, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. That's my answer to you, Mr. Gotado. I don't know. Then Gotado says, "Fair enough. And when you don't know, that's exactly what I want your answer to be." And Justin replies, "I don't know." Then he's asked, "Do you know who Vivian Baker is?" Justin says, "Vivian Baker is Miss Lively's makeup artist, I think." And Gotado asks, "Did you know she testified under oath in this case?" And Justin says, "I assume her testimony would be under oath." So Gotado continues, "Did you know she testified under oath that there was a culture of hugging on the It Ends With Us set?" Justin answers, "I do now." Then he's asked if he knows she claimed that it made a number of people uncomfortable. And Justin says he finds that strange. Gotado asks why he thinks it's strange. Justin says it's because Miss Baker was usually the one running up to hug him. And Gotado asks, "So because she hugged you, you find it strange she testified that people were uncomfortable with the hugging culture?" And Justin confirms, "Correct." Then he's asked if he remembers testifying earlier about the hot tub. A whole culture of hugging, apparently. So now Blake's sexual harassment allegations basically boil down to hugging. And the evidence he gives the court to prove it wasn't women only includes Justin hugging other cast members. Take a look. I got you. Hopefully. Oh, there you are. Yes, you did. You were amazing. Really? You're not the only. Who knows? I think I did. Some of these were moments they filmed during the wrap of Young Lily and Young Atlas. They were leaving the set, Justin thanking them, stuff like that. But apparently this deeply offensive hugging culture also includes hugging men. And if you noticed, Young Atlas literally walked up to him and hugged him first. So I guess it's now considered problematic to hug someone. I had no idea. I mean, not everyone likes hugging, and of course you respect boundaries, but on creative sets, people often feel like family. It's common to hug, to say goodbye, sometimes even to kiss someone on the cheek as a friendly gesture. Hollywood sets after Me Too have gotten stricter. Don't touch anyone, don't do anything. But to me, this shows Justin hugged everyone equally. He didn't choose Blake out of a lineup and say, "Only you." And for Blake to win this case, she has to show the hugging was directed only at women. But here he is hugging two men. This is the so-called culture of hugging. And watching Gotado try to twist this into some outrageous, shocking act is wild. These lawyers are just as over the top as Blake. This is the same lawyer Drake used, and lost with, when he tried to sue UMG over one of Kendrick Lamar's rap lyrics, calling it defamation. Like, Michael Gotado, you've completely lost the plot. There is no harmful hugging culture, and it's not gender discrimination because he hugged literally everyone. So this is what the judge will see. And if it goes to trial, this is what a jury will see too. So tell me your thoughts. Does any of this look like sexual harassment, or does it just make you even more convinced that Blake is being ridiculous? And I mean that kindly. Like truly. Like CLU clucks Casey Dolu, or whatever Perez says. What do you think? Will the judge look at this and say, "Blake, what are you doing?" Or will he act like, "Yes, absolutely, this is sexual harassment. Definitely. Totally. The whole teeth thing was absolutely sexual harassment too, right?" Honestly, I think Ryan is behind this. I really do. I think he wants to know exactly what went on between them on that set. Anyway, tell me your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and hit the bell so you never miss a new upload. Thanks so much for watching. Bye, besties.